Well, there's the portrait of a very beautiful, very happy young lady.
You're right.
I haven't seen you smile like that for a long time.
That's true. And you know something? I feel wonderful.
Good. Well, from the looks of things, you're having a date tonight.
Yes, and a very important decision about what to wear.
How did all this happen?
Would you believe it was Ridge's idea?
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Maybe things are looking up for that young man.
I am so excited. It's like our first date all over again.
You don't know how happy that makes me.
Do you mean that?
Yes. I have always looked forward to the day when you become a forester.
I just don't want to get my expectations too high. After all, this is just a date. I don't want to expect too much.
Well, I would say that you should just be yourself and have fun. You both deserve that. Now, as for what you're going to wear, all right, I like these. These are all fine. I love this blue on you, but you know what? A certain gown comes to mind. It's part of our holiday collection. It would be exquisite on you. We were going to save it for our next important showing, but you know, I think tonight's is more important. A seamstress is putting the finishing touches on it right now. I want you to wear it tonight.
The Forester magic. What every woman dreams, and you make it come true.
That's right. When are you meeting Ridge?
In about an hour.
Well, throw something on. We have to get started.
Okay.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hi, Dad.
What's all this?
Oh, it's the new concepts for Ion Fashion. You did say that you wanted to discuss some new conceptual approaches, right?
Well, as a matter of fact, if you must know, this new conceptual approach idea was just a device to get you over here. I'm a little surprised that you brought all of these.
A device, Dad?
Yes, there's some things that I would like to talk to you about. Some personal things that involve me.
Oh. Personal things that involve you? And you want to talk to me about them?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. But right now, I'm interested, naturally, in where matters stand in your life. I assume that you have moved out of the Forester home.
No, I haven't.
Well, I hope you're saying that you've reconsidered.
Nothing's changed, Dad. It's just been delayed.
Delayed? Why? I thought your mind was made up.
Because Ridge asked me to.
Anything for Ridge?
Well, I don't know why you're complaining. I mean, you were in cahoots with him. He tricked me up to your office to talk to him. He made it sound so important.
Important how? Why?
I don't know. I have no idea. But it must have been terribly, terribly important for him to ask me to do this.
Caroline, what you're doing makes absolutely no sense at all.
Unless you acknowledge the fact that I'm in love with him, Dad. And sometimes we do things that we don't always understand for the person that we love. You know what I wish?
No, tell me.
That I looked one half as beautiful as I feel.
Oh, I think I can do better than that, Logan. You've never looked as beautiful. Ever. As you do this very moment.
Well, now. What a perfect way to start this evening.
the bold and the beautiful. This portion sponsored by mountain-grown Folgers coffee. Folgers, the best part of waking up.
Thank you.
For what?
For this evening. For the two of us. Alone. Together. I've missed you.
I've missed you. You're wondering where we go from here?
Yes, I was wondering that. But even if we were to never see each other again, what we've had together has been like a dream come true. Or are we getting too personal?
No rules, Logan. It's just good to get out.
Yes, I know it's been difficult for you this time. I just wish that you would tell me.
Brooke, it's just a very private, personal family matter. More wine.
Yes, please. A little bit.
Careful, don't want to get any on that gown.
Don't worry, I definitely won't let that happen. Do you like it?
Like it? I designed it.
You designed this dress? Why didn't your father tell me?
Maybe you wouldn't wear it.
Of course I would wear it. I love it. Because I love you.
You asked that we serve at 8, Mr. Forrester.
So I did.
Dad, before we got off track, you told me that you asked me here to talk about something personal in your life.
Yes, I did. And it may materialize in a day or two.
What?
I'm going to be married.
Married? Are you serious?
Yes, I've already proposed.
You proposed to someone? Dad, who? Is it someone I even know?
Yes, Caroline, I believe it is. Margo Lindley.
Well, it's about time.
What's with all the messages at work, Margo?
Mick, I want to know how the dinner went with the Garrisons. Now, what happened with Kristen? Did you manage to charm her? I mean, did you spend a few romantic moments alone with her?
Not exactly.
Well, you must have been alone with her a little bit. I mean, Clark must have left the room a few times. I mean, he must...
Oh, yeah. Clark left the room a few times. But my date didn't.
Thanks for a wonderful evening. It meant a lot to me.
It was a nice evening.
It was more than nice. Although I could have killed those waiters when they came in. It was terrible timing. I'm sure that I'm going to fall asleep tonight thinking about what might have happened if they didn't come in.
Guess we'll never know.
If you can say that, I guess I shouldn't speculate.
Brooke, there's so much going on for me to sort out my feelings. I care for you. I care one hell of a lot for you, but...
I know. Don't say any more, please. I'm doing exactly what I didn't want to do. I don't want to put pressures on you, Ridge. I really don't want that.
You're all right, Logan.
And you're all right, too, Forrester. And what will be, will be.
Hey, about tonight, I'm sorry I caved in so early.
That's okay. You're tired.
Yes, I am.
It's probably because you're sleeping in that maid's room.
No, it's not the bed, it's everything else going on.
Well, why didn't you sleep in here tonight?
I don't think so.
I meant that I would sleep in the maid's room.
No, don't worry about it.
Ridge, you'll sleep a lot better in here. Please.
I'll be fine. I'm gonna take a quick shower. I won't be long.
Ridge, you sleep in here, and I'll be in the maid's room. Sleep well. Well, he sure can't miss this.
Date? You brought a date to dinner with you? Mick, that defeats the whole purpose. You were supposed to be making inroads with her. You were supposed to be showing some affection to her, not to some other woman.
I know what I'm doing, all right?
Oh, you don't know what you're doing in the least.
Wrong.
Well, if I'm so wrong, then why don't you tell me what happened at dinner?
Kristen, she wasn't too happy to see me.
Oh, well, with a girl on your arm, why should she be?
No, the girl had nothing to do with it. It was Kristen. Kristen and Clark, the way they looked at each other. They're tight, Margo, a lot tighter than you know.
I don't believe it.
I had a hard time believing it myself. But from the way they looked at each other, they're locked solid.
You're telling me I'm not going to win Clark away from her. That is what you're telling me.
Brooke. Where are you? Must be downstairs.
You're really strung out about this, aren't you?
More than you could possibly know.
What's going on with you, Margo?
Well, I have a decision to make, and time's running out. It's probably the most important decision of my life. Actually, I would say it's more of an ultimatum.
I love her.
A marriage proposal.
A proposal?
Yes. From a very sweet, dear friend of mine who probably most women would jump at the thought of marrying.
This sounds intriguing.
Well, Bill Spencer is definitely intriguing.
The Bill Spencer of Spencer Publications? Oh, man, you go right to the top, don't you?
He wants my answer in a couple of days.
So what are you gonna do?
Well, I think I'm going to marry him.
Well, you don't sound too thrilled about it.
Mick, why should I be thrilled? The man that I love and the father of my baby is with another woman.
I neglected to tell you something else I discovered the other night, Margo.
What?
That I'm still in love. That dinner with Kristen, seeing her, being with her all evening. I want her, Margo. I want her real bad.
Dad, if you and Margo do marry, when would that happen?
Well, I imagine right after the legalities are all arranged.
The legalities?
A prenuptial agreement. It's a top priority. You see, I'm not about ready to risk a woman walking away with half of what it's taken me a lifetime to accumulate.
Oh, that's an interesting way of thinking about marriage. Maybe that says something, Dad. For example, Thorne stands to inherit a lot of money from his parents. He's already inherited a lot from his grandparents' estate. But he never asked me to sign anything.
Well, I'm certainly sure that Ridge would.
I don't think so.
You know, I really don't understand what you're doing. You're waiting around indefinitely for a man who's openly declared he's living with another woman just down the hallway from your own bedroom.
Dad, if that were still the case, I would not be able to tolerate it. But as I told you, if you'll recall, I found out something that none of the other Forresters are aware of.
What?
Ridge is not sharing his room with Brooke. He's staying in the maid's room down the hall. Now, I definitely think that their days of sharing a bed together are long since over.
Who the hell? Hey!
Ridge, what are you doing in here?
Logan, what are you up to?
Didn't you get my note?
Note?
Yes, note.
What note?
I left it right there by your door on the wall. You couldn't have missed it.
There was no note.
Ridge, I left one there, I swear.
Oh, and it just disappeared?
I'm telling you the truth. It said that you could sleep in your room and that I'd sleep here in the maid's room.
Logan, I'm having a very difficult time believing you.
Well, maybe it fell on the floor.
A likely story.
Do you want me to prove it? Look, Ridge, it doesn't matter now because we're both in here. So what do you want to do about it?
Well, I guess one of us should leave.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'll go.
No, I'll go.
But you're not going, Logan.
Well, maybe you should go.
I'll go.
But you're not going.
No, I'm not, am I?
It's been a while, hasn't it?
What?
Since we made love.
Yes, it has.
Remember the date?
No.
June 12th.
That long?
Yes, that long.
Too long.
I think so.
jewelry provided by Stephen Dweck. Join us again for The Bold and the Beautiful.